Recording in progress.
All right, we're back. We're back. Greetings, family, friends, and the world. This is Mikael Eric Harris, better known as the Juice, also known as the Alkaline Water Guy. Tonight is Fight Fire with Truth, which is open conversation. No one wouldn't here to have an open conversation with tonight, so the Father gave me something to speak on, and didn't know what to speak on at first. And I actually opened up to First Samuel chapter 2, and I end up reading about something I put in here some time ago. It's called the curse of Eli, right? And then the Father guided me. As soon as I got through sharing about the curse of Eli, then I opened up and went straight to Ezekiel chapter 33, which is the duty of a watchman. So this is what this is called tonight: duty of a watchman. This is part 2. Duty of a watchman. This is part 2, and I'm going to go over a little bit of the curse of Eli, what was actually said, what he knew about, and a lot of people. I'm going to share some with you. It was a process of time in here. People didn't realize in one verse. It's a process of time, but people didn't recognize it. But I'm going to break it down to you real quick. And here we go. I'm going to start it from 22. I guess I'll read from 22. No, I'm just going to go to 22 to 30. I read everything in part 1. I'm going to take it from 22 to 30 to show you the understanding. And then I'm going to take you to a couple of other spaces that coincide with the duty of a watchman to let you understand what a watchman is supposed to do and what he's supposed to do and try to share to warn the people and tell people to try to turn from, which is their iniquity and their sins. So, but it's up to the people to do it. A watchman's job is to tell you. Now, if a watchman don't tell you, he's in trouble and the blood going to be on his head. But if he tell you you don't listen, that's on you. So, again, I call this part the curse of Eli. This is start at 27 for the curse to 36. That's the curse of Eli at that point. But this is leading up to it. So, verse 22. This is 1 Samuel 2:22. That's easy. 2:22. 1 Samuel 2:22. 1 Samuel chapter 2. Verse 22, and starts right there. Now Eli was very old and heard all that his sons did unto all Israel, and how they lay with the women at that assembled at the door of the tabernacle of the congregation. And he said unto them, Eli said unto them, now he heard that the stuff they was doing, and he said unto them, why do ye such things? For I hear of your evil doings by all this people, by the people coming telling me what you're doing. Now Eli is the high priest. He's the Melchizedek, right? He's the high priest. And his sons is right above him, so they knew what they was doing. Verse 24, nay, my sons, for it is no good report that that I hear. Ye make Yah's people to transgress. Verse 25. 25 is a big key here. Check it out. If one man sin against another, the judge shall judge him. That goes on today. If one person do something, the judge judges him, but it's corrupt in this legal system. Compared to lawful, the legal system is corrupt. The judge shall judge him. But if a man sin against Yah, who shall entreat for him? Who going to entreat if you sin for the creditor? Going to take care of you himself. Now, this is a key what people don't really understand. Notwithstanding, they didn't even listen. They hearkened not unto the voice of their father, because Yah would slay them. He'd have slayed them in their sin, because they knew what they was doing. That's the difference. See, a lot of people don't understand. When a person knows what they're doing, I'm going to change when I want to change, then you want to decide to change, you ain't going to get a chance to change. Father ain't buying mine because you knew what you was doing. So that's the difference. People don't really get it. When you think you're going to get away with something, you done got caught. Can't get away from the Father. But here go your process of time where Eli had time to take care of his sons. Right here, verse 26. It says, and the child Samuel grew on and was in favor both with Yah and also with men. If he grew on, there had to be a process of time there. People don't even pick that up. If the child Samuel grew on at this point in time, that means Eli had time to take care of his sons, put them to death or whatever. But what happened right here in verse 27? 2 Samuel 2 and 27. Now this is the beginning of the curse. When you take 27 to 36, but we only gonna go to 30 for now. Because we went to 27 in verse 1. So I'm only going here to show you, to give you an understanding, not only with Eli's children, but the people of today. If you in sin and you know you in sin, you're just like Eli's son. But if you are not and you can repent, that's coming, as I shared in the Watchman in Ezekiel 33 in part 1. But now I'm going to take you to another point here in a few moments. So right now, man, I don't know what it's itching from. But 27. And there came a man of Yah, he was a prophet, unto Eli, and said unto him, Thus saith Yah, did I plainly appear unto the house of thy father when they were in Egypt? Okay. Pharaoh's house, when they was in, he appeared to our ancestors then. And did I choose him out of the all tribes of Israel to be my priest? See, he was talking about Aaron and Moses. Moses was the actual high priest at the time, but both of them was of the house of Levi. To be my priest, to offer upon my altar, to burn incense, to wear an ephod before me. Before me? See, this is the Levites that he's talking about right here. And did I give unto the house of thy father, still talking about the Levites, all the offerings? See this? This is where, if y'all go back and read this, you'll see where the sons sinned against the Creator by doing what they did. All the offerings made by fire of the children of Israel. Wherefore, 29. Wherefore kick ye at my sacrifice. I look at this as kick at the pricks, like they talk about in the New Testament. Kick the pricks. Wherefore kick ye at my sacrifices and at my offering, which I have commanded in my habitation, and honorest thy sons above me. He said, Eli, you honor your sons above me. You honoring your sons above me. To make yourselves fat with the chiefest of all the offerings of Israel, my people. With the best that they giving you, y'all making yourself fat, and you letting them dog my people and make me look bad. And what happened here? Wherefore, verse 30 is the key. Wherefore, Yah of Israel saith, I said indeed that thy house and the house of thy father shall walk before me forever. But now, started right then and there. But now, Yah saith, be it far from me. For them that honor me, I will honor, and they that despise me shall be lightly esteemed. That was a proclamation right there that the Father said, and that happened since that time. A lot of people don't pay attention to when the Father speaks. He speaks, even though he got people in charge, but still, those people are in charge, they're still to do what they're supposed to do. But for those who are not honoring him, he just said it, and for those who are, he said what he's going to do. He still gave the priest office, but those in that office, they're all supposed to be keeping something a certain way, but they are not. That's the difference. So, I'm going to take you from there. Now, I'm going to take you to where I was going to go, which now is Ezekiel chapter 2 and chapter 3. Why? Because we're at the point of a watchman. That is what those sons of Eli did. They despised the father, and the father just said what he going to do. This goes for anybody at this point. Those who honor him, he's going to honor them. And those who despise him, he's going to lightly esteem them. All right? Now, we going into chapter 2, the call of Ezekiel. I like to just say a call of a prophet. Because Ezekiel is no different than any other man that the Creator called. When he called, see, a lot of people look at this, they look at the individual. But the Creator is talking to each and every individual that he called at that time. People don't get it. So it's the call of Ezekiel right here because this is Ezekiel book. But he's talking in general about anybody that he's talking to because we are a nation. And when he raises up as a nation, we're going to be like the priests of the Most High. Matter of fact, we're going to be the priests of the Most High because in Exodus chapter 19, verse 5 and 6 tell you the story. tell you the facts. That's coming. So, the call of Ezekiel. And he said unto me, Son of man, stand upon thy feet, and I will speak unto thee. Now, this is no different than he talking to me, and he talking to you, than he talking to Ezekiel. And the Spirit entered into me when he spake unto me, and set me upon my feet, that I heard him that spake unto me. Excuse me. And he said unto me, Son of man, I send thee to the children of Israel, to a rebellious nation that has rebelled against me. Sending me just as well. But that doesn't exclude you neither. See, the Father is using the Spirit to come through you, but that doesn't make you excusable neither. A lot of people, they get the hi-hat. Oh, I'm the one. Miss me. I'm the worker of the. And you one of the first one. You the closest thing to him. He don't get you no different. He don't get anybody else. Again, coming on through. That rebelled against me. They and their fathers, you see that? They and their fathers have transgressed against me, even until this very day. Did we just not read when he was just talking about, I visited your fathers when they was in Pharaoh's place? Verse 4. For they are imputed children, and stiff-hearted, I do send thee unto them. And thou shalt say unto them, Thus saith Yah, which is thus saith Yah. Thus saith Lord God, which is thus saith Yah. See, when the Creator speaks, this is his word. When we come to you in the word, it's not us speaking, it's the Creator. Like I just said last time, it's some people that's blatantly going against his word. And they don't realize they ain't going against us. They're going against the word of the Creator. I let that be known. Oh, you blatantly going against. You got confirmation. You just said this other person telling you the same thing, and you blatantly going against it. People are evil, and they don't even realize it. They think they talking against man. They really talking against the word of the Creator. Verse 5. And they, whether they will hear or whether they forbear. See? And they, whether they will hear or whether they will forbear. For they are a rebellious house, yet shall know that there has been a prophet among them. That's one thing I've got to share in 33. Let me go back over here, the end of 33 real quick, because that was the part I didn't hit. I got to 20, and I knew it was something I was missing, and I don't even know how I missed that. I usually hit that. Let me go ahead and hit the end of 33 real quick since I missed it. I took it to 20, but I've got hit 30 through 33. That's the ending point, just like what we just heard there. Let me hit 30 right here. This is verse 33, Ezekiel 33. I'm picking up from where I left off at there. It says 33. Ezekiel will be vindicated. It means the prophet will be vindicated. Verse 30 through 33. Ezekiel 33, 30 through 33. Also, thou son of man, the children of thy people still are talking against thee by the walls. I'm one of them they talking against. And in the doors of the houses, and speak one to another, every one to his brother, saying, Come, I pray you, and hear what is the word that cometh from Yah. 31. And they come unto thee as the people cometh and say, Sit before thee as my people, and they hear my words, they hear thy words, but they will not do them. For with their mouth they show much love, but their heart goes after their covetousness. Now, you know what? It was a person I had a conversation with, not directly, but back and forth on Facebook. Same thing right here. Confirmation. But their heart goes after their covetousness. 32. And lo, Thou art unto them as a very lovely song of one that has a pleasant voice and can play well on an instrument. There we go. Again, but they will, it said verse 31 again, and they come unto thee as the people cometh, and they sit before thee as my people, and they hear thy words, but they will not do them. For with their mouth, they show much love, but their heart goes after their covetousness. 32. And lo, thou art unto them as a very lovely song of one that has a pleasant voice, and can play well on an instrument. For they hear thy words, but they do them not. That's the Creator saying. And when this cometh to pass, lo, it will come. Oh, it's going to happen. Then shall they know that a prophet has been amongst them from his words. Now, let's get back. We back in Ezekiel chapter 2, and we at the end of 5. I'm going to say 5 again. We ended with 5 before going to Ezekiel 33. We're going to start back with 5 after Ezekiel 33. The end of 33, that is. It says, and they, whether they will hear or whether they will forbear, for they are a rebellious house, yet shall... Man. Yet shall know that there has been a prophet among them. That's why I went back to the end of 33, verse 30 through 33. Where did that come from? That stuff just coming up. Took that black seed pill. Black seed pill like it's coming up, y'all. Now, verse 6. And thou, son of man, be not afraid of them, neither be afraid of their words, though bears and thorns be with thee, and thou doest dwell among scorpions. Be not afraid of their words, nor be dismayed at their looks, though they be a rebellious house. See that? Rebellious. 7. And thou shalt speak my words unto them, whether they will hear or whether they will forbear, for they are most rebellious. Hard-headed, stiff-necked, rebellious people. But thou, son of man, hear what I say unto thee. Be not thou rebellious like that rebellious house. You see that? Don't you be rebellious. Go show you ain't no different than them. Open thy mouth and eat that I give thee. Mean, eat this roll, eat this word. And when I looked, behold, a hand was sent unto me, and lo, a roll of a book was therein. 10. And he spread it before me, and it was written within and without, and there was written therein lamentations and mournings and woe. That's the end of chapter 2. Going on to Ezekiel chapter 3. Ezekiel chapter 3, as you can see, it's a continuation. Moreover, he says, see, it's a continuation. Not just the end of a chapter, it's a continuation after what was said. Verse 3, chapter 3. Moreover, it's the commission of the prophet or Ezekiel now. Moreover, he said unto me, Son of man, eat that thou findest. Eat this roll and go speak unto the house of Israel. He's telling you what to do. So I open my mouth, this is me at this point, or any other body that has awoken to the Creator's word. So I open my mouth, and he caused me to eat that roll. And he said unto me, Son of man, cause thy belly to eat, and fill thy bowels with this roll that I give thee. Then did I eat, then I eat it, and it was in my mouth as honey for sweetness. 4. And he said unto me, Son of man, go get thee unto the house of Israel, and speak with my words unto them. For thou art not sent to a people of a strange speech. Because we all speak the same thing. We all speaking the same language, which is English at this time. For thou art not sent to a people of a strange speech and of a hard language, but to the house of Israel. 6. Not too many people of a strange speech and of a hard language, whose word thou canst not understand. Surely had I, go ahead and get this. Surely had I sent thee to them, they would have hearkened unto thee. They would have listened. Other people who ain't part of your tribe, they would have listened to you. But, verse 7, but the house of Israel will not hearken unto thee. They ain't going to hearken unto you, for they will not hearken unto me. They ain't going to listen to you, because they ain't listening to me. You're coming in my name. But they looking at you. They're looking at you instead of looking at me. Do you? That's what's going on. But the house of Israel will not hearken unto thee, for they will not hearken unto me. For all the house of Israel are impudent and hard-hearted. Hard-headed, hard-hearted. 8. Behold, I have made thy face strong against their face, and thy forehead strong against their forehead. As an adamant hardened than flint have I made thy forehead. Excuse me. Fear them not, neither be dismayed at their looks, though they be a rebellious house. Verse 10. Moreover, he said unto me, moreover, he continued to say, Son of man, all my words that I shall speak unto thee, receive in thine heart and hear with thine ears. Receive it within and listen. And go, get thee to them of the captivity unto the children of thy people, and speak unto them, and tell them, thus saith Yah, whether they will hear or whether they will forbear. Then the Spirit took me up, and I heard behind me a voice of a great rushing, saying, Blessed be the glory of Yah from this place. I just want to make sure I get this. "13. I heard also the noise of the wings of the living creatures that touch one another, and the noise of the wheels over against them, and a noise of a great rushing." 14. So the Spirit lifted me up and took me away, and I went in bitterness in the heat of my spirit. Whether y'all know that heat of the spirit, that's in the middle of your stomach, and a hot burning sensation, it happened to me. I know about it. I went through it. When I went through my spiritual awakening, I went through that hot burning sensation. In the heat of my spirit, but the hand of Yah was strong upon me. Same here. Then I came to them of the captivity at Tel Aviv, that dwell by the river of Chebar, and I sat where they sat. And remained there astonished among them 7 days. I went through the same thing, y'all, and this is not a joke. This right here is when I went through my spiritual awakening. I call it spiritual awakening, but it's a day you'll never forget. You'll find that in Jeremiah chapter 30, verse 1 through 15. In between there, you're going to see him talk about travail like a woman in travel, right? Between 1 to 15, you should check it out, though. But I actually went through that in the heat of my spirit. The responsibility of a prophet. Now here we go. The responsibility of a prophet, which is the duty of a watchman. Prophet and a watchman are both the same thing. And here we go. Verse 16. And it came to pass at the end of 7 days that the word of Yah came to me. See there? It was a whole week now. It came back. At the end of 7 days that the word of Yah came to me, saying, Son of man, I have made thee a watchman. What I just tell you about the duty of a watchman? Unto the house of Israel. Therefore hear the word at my mouth, and give them warning from me. See that? When I say unto the wicked, thou shalt surely die, and thou givest him not warning, nor speaketh to warn the wicked from his wicked way, to save his life, the same wicked man shall die in his iniquity. Same thing in Ezekiel 33, right here in Ezekiel chapter 3. He shall die in his iniquity, but his blood will I require at thine hand. 19. Yet if thou warn the wicked, and he turn not from his wickedness, nor from his wicked way, he shall die in his iniquity, but thou hast delivered thy soul. You delivered your soul. All right. Want to make sure at certain points what it is. Again, when the righteous man, here we go. When the righteous man doeth turn from his righteousness and commit iniquity, ignorance, sin, and I lay a stumbling block before him. You see that? I stay a stumbling block because you're gonna do it. You're gonna stay in it because you know what you're doing. Like Eli's sons, they knew what they were doing. And I lay a stumbling block before him. He shall die because thou hast not given him warning. Okay, that's your fault. He shall die in his sin, and his righteousness will he have, which he have done shall not be remembered. But his blood will I require at thine hand. For to warn him. Again, with the righteous man doeth turn from his righteousness and commit iniquity, and I lay a stumbling block before him, he shall die, because thou hast not given him warning. He shall die in his sin, and his righteousness which he hath done shall not be remembered, but the blood will I require at thine hand. Nevertheless, if thou warn the righteous man, you see this right here? If you warn the righteous man that the righteous sin not, and he doeth not sin, he shall surely live, because he is warned. Also thou hast delivered thy soul. You see that? Now you delivered your soul, because now you delivered your soul because you warned them. But as I was saying in Isaiah 53, when you go to 22 to 27, which I'm not going to read because this is something totally different, but the prophet made dumb. This right here is talking about Ezekiel chapter 50, Isaiah 53, and it's talking about how they took I guess you can say Jesus' uncle in the New Testament made him dumb. He couldn't talk. Got it from right here. You got to see the scriptures to understand where they got stuff from to make their story. All right? So now, since we're here, we're going to go to Ezekiel chapter 18. Ezekiel chapter 18, we ain't going to be long tonight. Just going to be hitting and quitting. Ezekiel chapter 18. What is Ezekiel chapter 18 talking about? Let's get into it. Ezekiel chapter 18, it says, the soul that sinneth, it shall die. The soul that sinneth. See, now we done gave you the ones that actually did the sin in the beginning, which was Eli's sons, being they supposed to be watchmen. Matter of fact, they're the high priest's son. They're the sons of the high priest, so they actually supposed to take the place of the high priest. But we heard what would have happened if they had turned around, because they've been doing it too long, knowing what they were doing. Excuse me. The soul that sinneth, it shall die. You know, the soul that sinneth. That's the reason why the two boys, he said that nevertheless they would not listen. That's in 25. There's a 1 Samuel 2:25. Man, I got 3 points there. 1 Samuel 2:22. 1 Samuel 2nd chapter, the 22nd verse. Read it all the way down to 30. 22nd. Your key is 25, when he told them that no, when he said that they would not hearken. He told them what he told them, but they wouldn't hearken because they did. The Creator would have slayed them. Why? Because we're reading right here. Then it goes to the 30th verse. When what happened in the 30th verse? When the prophet came and prophesied the curse against Eli, and what he said that those that were honor the Creator, he gonna honor, but those that hate him, he gonna lightly esteem. That's 3 points in there. 1 Samuel 2:22, 1 Samuel 2:25, 1 Samuel 2:30. I hope I can remember that strong. And I gotta remember that. Strong points. Now, we're in Ezekiel chapter 18. The soul that sinneth, it shall die. The word of Yah came unto me again, saying, What mean ye that ye use this proverb concerning the land of Israel, saying, The fathers have eaten sour grapes, and the children's teeth are set on edge? As I live, saith Yah, ye shall not have occasion any more to use this proverb in Israel. See, that's a proverb. 4. Behold, all souls are mine. The Creator said. Creator said it. All souls are mine. The soul of the Father also, the soul of the Son is mine. The soul that sinneth, it shall die. Y'all heard that? Y'all heard that? The soul that sinneth, that means continue to sin. But if a man, number 5, but if a man be just and do that which is lawful and right, verse 6, and have not eaten upon the mountains, neither has lifted up his eyes to the idols of the house of Israel, neither have defiled his neighbor's wife, neither have come near to a menstruous woman. When a woman on her period, you ain't supposed to be having sex with her. You're not supposed to be doing that. That's nasty. 7. And have not oppressed any, but has restored to the debtor his pledge. You know what? That's a key. Restored to the debtor. You hear that? That's a key right there a lot of people don't know about. But had restored I don't understand that. This is a powerful verse right here. Sentence. But had restored debtor. That's strong whether y'all know that or not. But had restored to the debtor his pledge, has spoiled none by violence, has given his bread to the hungry, and has covered the naked with a garment. He have not given forth upon usury. That's another point. Neither have taken any increase. You see that? Y'all don't understand how powerful this right here is talking about. That has withdrawn his hand from iniquity, withdrawn his hand from sin, has executed true judgment between man and man, have walked in my statutes. Okay, oh, this right here is righteousness. And he have not eaten upon the mountains, neither have lifted up. All this here is righteousness, y'all. But if a man be just and do that which is lawful and right. and done all these wonderful works. Neither have lifted up his neighbor's, defiled his neighbor's wife, neither have come to a mistress woman, and have not oppressed any, but have restored to the debtor his pledge, has spoiled none by violence, has given his bread to the hungry, and has covered the naked with the garment. All this right here. See that? This is righteousness, y'all. He have not given forth upon usury, neither have taken any increase. This baby like it's going out. Excuse me over there. That have withdrawn his hand from iniquity, and have executed true judgment between man and man. He has walked in my statutes, and have kept my judgments to deal truly. You see this right here? This is the creative stand, and this is how you know what you're doing correctly. He is just, he shall surely live, saith Yah. You see that? This is by his word. Father can't go against his word. That's what people fail to realize. His word is his name. If he beget, now verse 10, now all that right there, he said in verse 9, it said, he that walk in my statutes and have kept my judgment to deal truly, he is just. He shall surely live, saith Yah. Verse 10, if he beget a son that is a robber, a shedder of blood, okay. If he beget a son that is a robber, a shedder of blood, and that doeth the like to any of these things, and that doeth not any of those duties, you see that? And doeth not any of those duties, but even have eaten upon the mountains and defiled thy neighbor's wife. Now let me share with you what eating upon the mountains is. Sacrifices of other gods. What was that? Your Christmas dinner, your Thanksgiving dinner, all this stuff that they have. Stuff that they have for these things that they sacrifice, like the turkey and all these different things. Those are on the mount. That's not actually on the actual mount, but that's on the high places. This is what people think, and these are what the system has given to you. The system is the mountain, if you think about it. They have oppressed the poor, verse 12, have oppressed the poor and needy, have spoiled by violence, have not restored the pledge, and have lifted up his eyes to the idols, have committed abomination, have given forth upon usury, and have taken increase. You see that? This is this system right here. Shall he live? He shall not live. He have done all these abominations. He shall surely die. His blood shall be upon him. You see that? That was the end of 13. And the Father is showing a difference here. Now, lo, if he beget a son that seeth all his father's sins, which he has done, and consider that, and do not such. See, now he get a son, and okay, he have a son now, he see his father sin. Okay. Difference. Now, if he beget a son that seeth all his father's sins, which he have done, and consider and doeth not such like. So now you see the sins there. Say, I ain't gonna do that. And this is when this is right here. See, people don't understand. This right here is when you have come to the knowledge and understanding. Okay, this when you come to the law. I see this is not right. I'm not going to do it. So that's what he's doing, but I'm not going to do it. Then it says, there's not such like that have not eaten upon the mountains, neither have lifted up his eye. Now, this is father doing this stuff, but he sees his father doing it. He said, no, I ain't going to do that. Lift up his eyes upon the idols in the house of Israel, and have not defiled his neighbor's wife, neither have oppressed any, not withholding the pledge, neither have spoiled by violence, but have given his bread to the hungry, covered the naked with a garment, that have taken off his hand from the poor, that have not received usury increase, have executed my judgments, have walked in my statutes, have not he shall not die for the iniquity of his father, he shall surely live. See that? As for his father, because he cruelly oppressed, spoiled his brother by violence. Excuse me. As for his father, because he cruelly oppressed, spoiled his brother by violence, and did that which is not good among his people, lo, even he shall die in his iniquity. Then what it says, yet say ye, why doeth not the son bear the iniquity of his father, of the father? When the son have done that which is lawful and right, and shall keep all my statutes, and have done them, he shall surely live. When the son have done that which is lawful and right, and have kept all my statutes and done them, he shall surely live. The soul that sinneth, it shall die. That's your key. The soul that sinneth, it shall die. The son shall not bear the iniquity of the father, neither shall the father bear iniquity of the son. The righteousness of the righteous shall be upon him, and the wickedness of the wicked and the wickedness of the wicked shall be upon him. The righteous of the righteous shall be upon him. All right. The way of Yah is just. We're in 21, verse 21, where we at right now. 21. But if the wicked will turn from all his sins that he has committed, and keep all my statutes, and do that which is lawful. Let me get me some notes over here. Let me get me a couple of other flavors for the flavor of the Pringle. Okay. Do that which is righteous. Let's see what we're going to look at. Okay, we're going to use that for the wicked right here. We're going to use this for the righteous right here. The wicked and the righteous. On the way of Yah is just. But if the wicked will turn, see this book turning now. If the wicked will turn from all his sins that he has committed and keep all my statutes. See, now this is the turning. First was about the ones in the sins and the ones in the righteousness. Now we're going by the ones who turn. Now the other one was the son sin, and he don't do them. But when the wicked shall turn, from all his sins that he has committed, and keep my statutes, and do that which is lawful and right, he shall surely live and not die. All his transgression that he has committed, they shall not, that's the difference, there shall not be mentioned unto him. In his righteousness he has that he has in his righteousness that he have done, he shall live. This is the turning point. If you're turning to be righteous, be righteous. That one thing my stepfather, I still remember that my stepfather told me when I was young. If you're going to be good, be good. Be the best man you can. Help people. Do what you can if you're going to be good. But if you're going to be bad, be just like Ghidra. You could get the three-headed monster on Godzilla. When we was watching when I was a baby, when I was a child. Be like, come in. If you're going to tear up, if you're going to be bad, be bad. Don't be in between. You're either going to be good, or you're going to be bad. I remember brother telling me, man, you know, that's something to tell a child. That brother I know, man, you know, you could have did this and that, but who knows? It was meant for me to hear that. So, have I any pleasure at all that the wicked should die, saith Yah, and not that he should return from his way and live? Oh, here we go. Let me finish that up right here. That's 23. We got the people turning now. Now, but when the righteous turneth away from his righteousness, here we go. When the righteous turn away from his righteousness and committeth iniquity and doeth according to all the abominations that the wicked man doeth, he shall he live? All his righteousness that he hath done shall not be mentioned in his trespass that he has trespassed, and in his sin that he has sinned, in them shall he die. Ye say the way of the Lord is not equal. Hear now, O house of Israel, is not my way equal? Are not your ways unequal? When a righteous man turneth away from his righteousness, and committeth iniquity, and dieth in them, for his iniquity he has done, shall he die. Again, when the wicked man turneth away from his wickedness, that he have committed, and doeth that which is lawful and right, he shall save his soul alive. Because he considereth and turneth away from all his transgression that he had committed, he shall surely live, he shall not die. You know something? It's hard talking to these people out here, but hey, all we can do is talk. Let them know. Can't make them do nothing better. It's on them. Yet the house of Israel, the way of the Lord's, yet saith the house of Israel, the way of Yah is not equal. O house of Israel, are not my way equal? Are not your ways unequal? Therefore I will judge you, O house of Israel, everyone according to his ways, saith Yah. Repent. There you go. Bottom line. That's your key right there. And turn yourself from all your transgressions. It's Craig talking directly to Israel here. Repent and turn yourself from all your transgressions, so iniquity should not be your ruin. This is him talking directly to Israel now. Cast away from you all your transgressions, whereby ye have transgressed, and made you a new heart, and make you a new heart and a new spirit. For why will ye die, O house of Israel? See that? Make you a new heart and make you a new spirit. And that's how you do once you start learning the law. People don't know how easy it really is. For I have no pleasure in the death of him that dieth, saith Yah. Wherefore turn yourselves and live ye. Y'all see that? Ezekiel 18 tells you to live in the law. Turn from your iniquity. If you don't know what iniquity is, it's sin. Transgression of the law is sin. Just that simple. For those who may not know. But other than that, it's just that simple. So I gave you some good pointers for tonight. We're going to call it a night, this was simple. The duty of a watchman. Or shall I say the watchman's duty. Got the page right here. That's my baby is coming loose. There we go. The duty of a watchman. But how many people want to be a part of the duty? But everybody got your choice. The Father makes you, once you go through your spiritual awakening, He makes you a watchman. Because that's our job. We are the kingdom of priests. So, we got to get ourselves right, got to get ourselves back on track to know what it is we're supposed to do, what we got to do, and we got to get back where we're supposed to be. If we don't, those will be lost. They're going to be the remnant that will be lost. So other than that, we get ready to go ahead and call it a night. But before we do, got to let you go. First, let me see who all is here. Let me see who's all here. Okay. Look like my daughter was over here on Instagram for a minute. Choco Fi, Michael, love you, baby girl. Have my brother Malcolm Bowles. How you doing over there? That was over here on Instagram. He was here. Nobody came in on YouTube Live this time, but over here on Facebook we had one of my boys I used to dance with, Kedia Richardson, was known as Honey Boy, but Kedia Richardson got Russell Clayton Bay Jr. Glad you came through. Peace. Teach the word. I appreciate that, Russell. I thank you, bro. I thank everybody that did come through that was here, or while they was here, if they was here. Uh-oh. There we go. So, but other than that, we get ready to call it a night. Tonight is the duty of a watchman. And time is short. But like I say, it's time to come out of Babylon. And Tuesday nights. But you got to follow protocol. Text me your name, number, and email. Tell me you want to know more about the private classes, the private Zoom classes, which is the actual introduction to private class of the sovereign class of knowledge. Sovereign class of knowledge introduction. That's private class on Tuesday. Zoom only. That's not public. It's private. And this is the awakening for those who choose to awaken on the level that the Creator has for us that the people don't know about. So other than that, I'd like to just share with you that I am that Mikael in Daniel chapter 12, verses 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's me. Showing the holy people who they're really supposed to be. Waking them out of their dead beds, which is really in their heads. For all of you living in the new, this is for you. I'm that same Mikael in Revelations 12, battling that red dragon where Satan dwell, who deceiveth the whole world but prevaileth not, because the horn is blown without a doubt. This prophesies for you to see that Mikael is really me. I thank y'all for your time, your patience, your listening ear, your seeing eye. We're going to go out right now with the benediction. Going to end with the benediction, then with the smile, and then we're going to tell you how to get in contact with us on the platforms, on the different ones, or you can just write them down if you like, so you can stay connected and go from there. Other than that, this is the priestly benediction. This is out of Numbers chapter 6, verse 22 through 27. It's read, and Yah spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto Aaron and to his sons, saying, On this wise ye shall bless the children of Israel, saying unto them, Yah bless thee and keep thee. Yah make his face shine upon thee and be gracious unto thee. Yah lift up his countenance upon thee and give thee peace. And they shall put Yah's name upon the children of Israel, which is his law, and Yah will bless them. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad, Baruch Shekebo, Vakuto Violam, Vaed, Hallelujah. Hear, O Israel, Yah our Father is one Father. Blessed be thy glorious kingdom forever and ever. Hallelujah. Praise you, bless you, Father, for the word, your spirit, and thank you for allowing me to be your vessel to give your word as you will have it. I thank you, praise you, and bless you for bringing it out the way you did tonight, the way you allowed me to bring it. You gave it to me to give. Let the people accept it, retain it, do it, and use it. Your holy word we pray. Hallelujah. 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 Praise your Almighty. Now, for everybody else, if you'd like to get in contact with me, you're welcome to call or text me at 770-572-5315. That's 770-572-5315. You also can email me at lkhyym@gmail.com. That's lkhyym@gmail.com. Now, if you'd like to get on to our Tuesday night class, Tuesday night Sovereign Class of Knowledge, you can always text me your name, number, and email at 770-572-5315. If you text me there, I can lock you in and put your information in the calendar, and it's going to come up in your email. You accept the 4 dates that we have so far. You accept the 4 dates, which is the Sabbath day at 12 noon, Assembly of the Righteous. The night after Sunday, which is tonight at after 9 p.m. at 9 p.m. or after, which is Fight Fire with Fire, Fight Fire with Truth, open conversation. Or you can hit Monday, the night after Monday, which is Mikhail's Knowledge of Truth, which is the night after Monday. That's tomorrow. Then on the night after Tuesday now, which is late in the fall, or at 6 o'clock after the sun go down, now we can call it, but 6 o'clock on what they call Tuesday, we go on our Sovereign Class of Knowledge at 6 p.m. Eastern. Excuse me. That's 6 p.m. Eastern. So we got the Sabbath all the way around to Tuesday. And other than that, if you'd like to connect with me, like I said, just text me your name, number, and email. Let me know you want to get in the Sovereign Class of Knowledge, and we'll go from there. So other than that, if you'd like to see part 1 and part 2 of the information that we share, part 1 and part 2 is on YouTube. Part 1 and part 2 is on YouTube Live, but the full version we just that we upload is on YouTube video. It's on the video on YouTube under Juice Pro 33, which is JUICEPRO 33. Again, that's JUICEPRO 33. Put that in your search engine. Excuse me. You should see my logo is going to come up, and then just like, subscribe, and share with the information that you like. Also, you can see part 1 and part 2 on Instagram. My Instagram is Lakaim underscore the juice. That's LKHYYM underscore THEJUICE. Again, which is LKHYYM underscore THEJUICE. Oh, excuse me. Then you can also catch us on Instagram. Instagram for part one and part two as well. Instagram for part one and part two is Lakaim underscore the juice, which is spelled LKHYYM underscore THEJUICE. Again, that's LKHYYM underscore THEJUICE. And last but not least, to see part one and part two on Facebook. My Facebook is Michael Harris rather. Mikael Harris, which is spelled Michael but pronounced Mikael by MI apostrophe CHAEL space HARRIS. Again, that's MI apostrophe CH excuse me CHAEL space HARRIS. Now, if you want to see the full version from Zoom that we have on, we're also on YouTube under Juice Pro 33, but it's under video. Juice Pro 33 under video on YouTube at Juice Pro 33, which is JUICE PRO 33, altogether one word. JUICE PRO 33, altogether. And you can also see us on X, formerly known as Twitter. X, formerly known as Twitter, at Juice Pro 33 as well, which is again LKHYY JUICE PRO 33. Again, that's JUICE PRO 33. Almost slipped up there. That was X, formerly known as Twitter. And you can also catch us on patreon.com/LKHYYM. Patreon.com/LKHYYM. Also on rumble.com/LKHYYM. That's rumble.com/LKHYYM. Now, if you'd like to catch me on my TikTok, just to have it if you like. My TikTok is the same as one of them is the same as my Instagram, which is LKHYYM underscore THEJUICE. Again, that's LKHYYM underscore THEJUICE. You got it? That's on TikTok. Nope, that was Rumble. I believe. I'm getting sleepy, y'all. Forgive me. That's rumble.com/LKHYYM. That's rumble.com/LKHYYM. Patreon.com/LKHYYM. Patreon.com/LKHYYM. Then again, that TikTok again was LKHYYM underscore THEJUICE. Lakaim underscore the juice. One more time. LKHYYM underscore THEJUICE. Now, my last TikTok for the night, which is the same, I also have a YouTube under the same name. YouTube and TikTok is under Michael the Juice Harris. That's MICHAELTHEJUICE altogether one word. Again, that's MI. Put the @ sign first in the TikTok. Other than that, that and the YouTube is MICHAELTHEJUICEHARRIS. You'll find us on there. That's other TikTok. Now, if you'd like to come on the Zoom, I'm giving you the platform that we're on. You can go into the links or the post and find the links and everything else. But we upload the full version onto. No, I'm sorry. We do the Zoom. The Zoom is on The first night, like tonight, which is the night after the first night. Last night, the first night. This is the second night of the week after the first day, which is after Sunday. This is Fight Fire with Truth. This is Fight Fire with Truth. Um, Night after Sunday at 9 p.m. Eastern. Fight Fire with Truth. Night after Sunday, 9 p.m. Eastern. And we also call this open conversation. We have open conversation. Y'all want to come through? We can talk. Go from there. That's on the night after Sunday. But tomorrow night, night after Monday at 9 p.m., we have Mikael's Knowledge Truth. Now, Mikael is coming with knowledge that he knows from that point. Whatever you want to talk about, we can bring it up, but I'm just going to take it from there. And that's on quote unquote night after Mondays. It's Monday night after Mondays, and that's at 9 p.m. and that's called Mikael's Knowledge of Truth. That's Mikael's Knowledge of Truth. Now, on as I was sharing with you on the night of Tuesday or Tuesday evening, late Tuesday evening at 6 p.m. Eastern. At 6 p.m. Eastern, we have Introduction to Solving Class of Knowledge. That day is basically for that class or that information. Introduction to Solving Class of Knowledge. All right. And last but not least, we have on the Sabbath day, we have Sabbath Assembly of the Righteous. This is the Assembly of the Righteous. We come together on the Sabbath day at 12 p.m. noon. 12 p.m. noon at that day. All we ask is keep on coming. Come on through. We'll go from there. Other than that, I'd like to thank y'all for your time, your patience, your listening there, your seeing. I'm going to say bye first to the longest one running, which is Zoom. Y'all got to excuse me. I'm getting a little tired now because it is late. Love you. Appreciate love you. Zoom. We'll see you soon. Love you and always. Peace.
Recording stopped.
All right. And over here on Instagram, I thank you for your time, your patience, your listening ear, your seeing eye. Appreciate love you. See you soon and always. Peace. There we go. All right. Over here on Facebook now. Facebook. I'd like to thank you for your time. Got Kedia, Russell, Clayton Bay. Appreciate y'all for coming through. Thank you for your time, your patience, your listening ear, your seeing eye. Appreciate love you and see you soon and always. Peace. All right. And YouTube Live. YouTube Live, I thank you for your time, your patience, your listening ear, and your seeing eye. Appreciate love you. See you soon and always. Peace.